Building trust with your social media. You could make this one mistake that could cost you a lot with your audience, your prospects, and your customers. And that's what I'm talking about in this video today, is how to use social media the right way to talk about your brand, the right way that's going to build trust with your audience. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Trusted Agent YouTube channel, where we help agents build trust with their clients, their team members, and their prospects through our trust and growth framework. Today we're talking about building trust the right way with social media, talking about your brand the right way. Recently, I was speaking with an insurance agent that honestly, they were bashing people buying insurance online, saying you can't buy insurance online, you don't pick the right coverages, you're gonna lose everything. Here's the problem. When we're talking about these things on social media, look, that's really good. But we've got to talk about them the right way, and we've got to talk about the brand the right way. We've got to be willing to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly, not just the good. Because when we only discuss the good, we lose trust. Because here's the thing. When people are doing their research today, by the time they get to you, they've already made their mind up about 80% of the time whether they're going to work with you or not. So would you rather them see the bad and the ugly things from your competition or from you? This is why we need to be discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'll give you an example. With buying insurance online, for example, there's some really good companies that you can buy insurance from online. There are some really bad companies. There are some companies that do a really good job of education, using self-assessment tools, and really guiding the customer through the right customer journey. And then there's ones that literally do terrible and leave customers absolutely exposed. But we've got to be willing to discuss both sides of this. When we're talking about social media, we've got to be willing to talk about good experiences customers have had with us. We've got to be talking about bad experiences. How did we fix those bad experiences? I'll give you an example. I've got a client that had a bad situation with a client. Client left them a 1-star review. Did they bury this review? No. They put a video together, kind of like Trailstone Insurance has been doing for a few years. And if you haven't checked out Trailstone Insurance out in Colorado, I highly recommend it. They are what I call the gold standard of implementing endless customers. They always do a really good job. They're always really transparent, and they're really bought in to building trust with their clients. But instead of burying that review, the client talked about, on a video like this, what went wrong, how they fixed it. You see, people understand that brands are not perfect. They understand that businesses are not perfect. But they also have to understand how we addressed the problem. We fixed the problem when it was brought to our attention. These are the things that are going to continue to build trust. So when it comes to your social media, I want you to be willing to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is what's going to help build trust the most. You know, invite conversation, invite debate in a respectful way, because we've got to understand the different angles and the different ways people are thinking. And then we've got to be willing to discuss these different ways and these different approaches people are thinking on our website, our YouTube channel, other social media platforms. This is how we're going to build trust quicker with our audience. This is how people are going to decide whether they're going to work with us or not. If we're willing not just to discuss these things, but telling people who's a good fit for us, who's not a good fit for us. You see, unfortunately, insurance agents, they sometimes want to write everybody. They want to help everybody. Look, that's awesome. But we've got to understand that typically not everybody's our ideal customer profile. And if we're willing to address that, we're going to do a really good job of building trust there. So sit down, think about that when you're doing your social media posts. And I hope you found value in this video. And if you have, do me a favor, hit share, subscribe, like the channel below. I try to do weekly updates as I navigate through kidney transplants. Sometimes I don't get the videos up as often as I would like, but I do still try to get them up every week. I hope everybody has a great week. I'm Chris with Niche Your Business. I'm going to say thank you for watching here on the Trusted Agent YouTube channel.